Hi everyone, thanks for clicking the video. What you're going to get is a review of my British powerlifting meet over the weekend. So I take a look at all my lifts that I done, my thoughts and feelings of what I thought of all of this and how the day went. It just gives you guys an idea of what a powerlifting meet's like and what's involved and stuff. If you find it useful, then please like, please share. It'd be much appreciated. If you have any questions, then feel free to comment or contact me via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Thank you and enjoy.
So I decided to open the meet with 200 kilos for my squat, having comfortably done this for 4 reps in training. I was pretty confident about this, but you always feel a little bit nervous and stuff before the first lift, so yeah, I was glad to get 3 white lights on this, and it felt pretty good, to be fair. It's really difficult to explain unless you've done it, but when you get on the platform and you unwrap the bar, there's nothing else that you're thinking of. The crowd and everything else around you is just not really there. You're just focusing on the lift. That was good. I was happy to get that one. Then I decided to make the jump up to 207.5. Again, I had done this in training and know that I could do it. It's just a case of doing it on the platform. Yeah, I was happy with this squat as well. The depth probably should have been a little bit lower, I think, just to be sure, but happy with that. So for my last squat, I decided to go for 215. This would have been a personal record for me. If you're not familiar with powerlifting, there's 3 judges, and they mark you with a white light or a red light, and you need to get a minimum of 2 white lights for the lift to pass. On this lift, unfortunately, I had 2 red lights and 1 white, so it was classed as a no lift, which I was pretty disappointed at, and it did affect me a bit as I felt that it was a weight that I could do. We'll have a look at it here. I've got the red lights on my depth, which, watching the video, you could have been a little bit better, but I'm biased. I'd say that could just pass, but it wasn't to be. Next we move on to the bench press. So I decided to open at 130 kilos, which was my top weight in my last competition, so that's a step up. I hadn't done this for a triple in training, pulls reps. I was very confident that I would get this. Bench is, out of the 3 lifts, is my worst one, and that's something I need to improve on, and I will do. I think it's also very nice to compete. I actually see my friend Gordon and racking the bar for me. We were competing in the same category, and that was really fun. My next attempt, I went to 135. This would be a personal best in competition. I had done this for a single in training. A little bit of a struggle at the top there. I felt I lost a little bit of tightness. Then I decided to go for the record of 140, and this just felt heavy, and I just had nothing to give. It come off the chest a little bit, and just wasn't moving. So then on to the last lift of the day, which would be the deadlift. I was opening at 220, which was again my top lift in my last competition. Training had gone really well with my deadlift, so I had no worries about opening with this, and I was very confident I would get the weight. And yeah, it went up fairly comfortably, and
So I was confident I would get this. Going with the first lift on anyone, you just want to make sure that you hit a weight that you can get, and then that builds your confidence. So that went up quickly. That was good. Next, I went up to 235. This was my personal best in training. I'd done this a few weeks ago, and it felt harder than it looked on video. For me, I find getting it off the floor hardest. If I can get it up off the floor, I'll usually get it.
Said I just went for a PB at 245. Wasn't really sure if I'd be able to do this or not, but really attacked it, ground it out, and got it. And I was delighted with that. Really chuffed. You can see from my celebration. So here's my overall score. So I managed 587.5. That managed to place me in 4th place, which for a British Championships I'm pretty happy with, considering it's my first time competing at that level. If I would have got the squat, I could have got joint 3rd, but yeah, that's an if, and I didn't. So you just got to get on with things. So I managed to add 7.5 kilos to my squat from the qualifiers, 5 kilos to my bench, and 25 kilos to my deadlift. As I say, the deadlift was actually a real shock for me, and that was probably, looking back, that's my favourite moment of the day, is that I got that. I've never lifted that weight before, so that was a good feeling. I'm looking forward to getting back into training and looking at competing again in July in the Southwest event and seeing if I can better this and keep progressing. And I'm really enjoying this training at the moment, so as long as I enjoy it, I'll keep going with that. Here's a little picture from the end of the day. As I said, I was competing with my friend, and we were also in the same weight category, which is a really good experience. It's not often you can say you competed at a British sporting event with one of your good friends. And although we are competitive, we both wanted to see each other do well, and we were supporting each other. And Gordon managed to take 2nd place, and that qualifies him for the Worlds. He got a 600 total, which I was delighted for him, and he was chuffed to bits. So he's off to the Worlds in October or November. I'm going to go and support him out there, and I got my medal for 4th. So overall, it was a great day. The competition was really well ran. Massive thank you to the BDFPA for that, and I look forward to competing again in the future. If you have any questions about anything in this, then contact me via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll get back to you. Thanks for listening.